Okay, so friends, the first six chakras are something that we really need to work on. And once we work on the sixth chakra, then eventually we go into the seventh. So seventh is, as we discussed before, it's a sthiti. It's a chakra, but it is not stuck. It's not in the you are not stuck in that state. By the time you reach the seventh, then it's all uh, awareness. So the seventh chakra deals with awareness, and it's universal. So it's oneness. The consciousness of oneness relates to the seventh chakra. And this chakra relates, the basic right is to know the things. It's all about knowing. Okay. So the demon for this seventh chakra is attachment. So as long as we have attachment, we can never be in this state of consciousness. So attachment is a demon energy which blocks the people to come to this state of consciousness. And the way forward is surrender. The more you surrender, the more you let go. So the more you are in this seventh chakra, the more you are in this state of consciousness, the more you are in awareness, the more you are in oneness. So we should develop the quality of surrender. So who should we surrender to? Should we surrender to a guru, or we surrender to somebody outside of us? No, we should surrender to ourselves. We should surrender to our breath. We should surrender. The surrender is always towards your breath. That's why Patriji says your breath is your guru, because you surrender to your guru. So when you surrender to your breath, then you are in meditation. When you are in meditation, you are helping yourself to liberate. The more you surrender to your breath, the more you are helping yourself towards liberation. And all the traumas which we have during this during the childhood days, it definitely affects this chakra. See, once the sixth is blocked, then the seventh is you cannot be in that seventh. So, the told untruth or shameful for being curious, for example, the child is curious. Every child is curious. The child asks, okay, what is this? Where did I come from? What is that? Why it has to be this way? Why you are going to temple? Why you are going to church? Where is God? Who is God? So this is a very natural flow that the child, this natural curiosity the child has. But if the child is not given, is not encouraged for its curiosity, on the other hand, if the child is condemned, and then this questioning, the ability to question goes away. Then when this ability to question goes away, then there is no liberation, right? You are stuck in your belief system. You are stuck in whatever the environment you are brought up in. So that leads to a lot of misery. So only to question everything is an attitude for liberation. You have to question. You should not blindly believe. Everything has to be questioned. So that this questioning, this curiosity to know the truth, I need to know the truth, that comes from this seventh. And the spiritual abuse, sometimes the spiritual abuse means, like, age inappropriate, like, sometimes it's like a 2 years old, a 3 years old, or a 4 years old. They've been joined in a monastery or a madrasa or some kind of a thing. It's too inappropriate for their age. So from a very early age, they have been trained to believe in certain things. So then they naturally lose their ability to question the things. That's why you see all the religious fanatics. Most of the religious fanatics, from their very early age, they are programmed to believe in certain things. So they become a fanatic. So fanatic means they are not open. They are not open to understand other things. What they believe is right. That's it. So this is again a seven chakra issue. And excessive authoritarianism, which we dealt with the third chakra, that also affects this. And listening to certain words, this is part of a spiritual abuse. They try to listen certain things which they don't understand, and they listen certain things they don't understand, but they make it as part of their programming. So all those things blocks the child's ability to discover the truth naturally. Okay. So some of the unbalanced behavior pattern is Like, they say, okay, I know it all. We are the only right. Nobody else is right. Only we know it, and we know the truth. So this is more of fanatism. Okay, they are not open to the new information or knowledge, and they always feel the urge to be right, right? And they have a very, very rigid belief system. So the difference between religion and spirituality is religion. In religion, there is a belief system, but in spirituality, there is no belief. It's all understanding. The more you experience, the more you are into experience, the more you are into understanding, then you are spiritual. But if you are into belief, then you are not into spirituality. So that is more of that belief system blocks your seventh chakra. This seventh chakra is, we call it as a 1,000-petal lotus, right? The more 1,000 petals represent to the 1,000 dimensions. Like you understand something in 1,000 ways. So that's the 1,000-petal opening. That's a symbolic representation. Like, you understand a certain thing in a certain way, and you should not be absolutely sure that I know it all and I absolutely know it, I'm right. No, there are many ways you understand it. It's the same thing, but you understand in 1,000 ways, in 1,000 dimensions. So the more you understand, the more the perfection is happening. So then you understand that I don't know anything. The more you understand that I don't know anything. So a person who consciously understands that he doesn't understand anything, so he's more enlightened than a person who thinks I understand everything. Okay, so this is a seventh chakra thing. For a person who is excess in the lower chakras, for example, the Muladhara, Swadhisthana, they are more into materialistic things and greed, and they are into domination, power, and all those things. So these are the people, they get stuck in that. So the seventh chakra is totally closed. They are not open. So it's totally closed. They are totally into physicality. They are not into metaphysicality. So that's an issue with this seventh chakra. And sometimes, people, when they go into excessive, this excessive is like the overdeveloped intellect. So the people read a lot of books, karma. To understand law of karma, they might read 1,001 books to understand about karma, but it's not in their practical experience. So this is something like you are just feeding on to your intellect, but there is no experience. So without experience, there is no wisdom. So these people, they are too much involved in theoretical aspects of spirituality, but they are not into experimenting it and practicing it. So then they believe that they know everything, and that leads to spiritual ego. And some people, they escape life. They are not in the middle path. They are not in the middle path. They think spirituality is the ultimate, and they escape their physical reality. So this is also leads to the seventh chakra blockage. And eventually these people, they are totally confused in their life. Their life is full of confusion. Because the more you are dumping in, for example, you are reading 10,000 books and you are listening to Zoom classes, morning, afternoon, evening, you are listening to all the topics and you're dumping everything in your mind, and you're not integrating, and you're not understanding, and you're not putting it into practice, then that leads to confusion. That leads to spiritual confusion. You see this picture here. So in the bottom right, so he's very happy because there's nothing. The more and more he's dumping information, the more he becomes sad, confused. Okay. So the balanced person, the person who is balanced, is self-aware. So we have explained before that once you cross the sixth chakra, that means you are no more stuck in the chakra system. So then there is a lot of awareness, self-awareness, and you are guided by intuition. You are not bothered about channeling messages. Yes, channeling messages are there, but still you use your intuition. And you are not looking for answers from outside. You are looking for answers from inside. Yes, you might listen to things from outside, but your guidance is from inside. So which is pure intuition. So this is a balanced nature. And when you reach this state, then we call you are in that sthiti, you are in that Sahasrara sthiti. This is called a Sahasrara sthiti, where highest awareness, your awareness is very, very high, and you're always guided by intuition. If your awareness is all the time high and you are guided by your intuition, then we say that you are no more stuck in your chakras. Then you are in the Sahasrara sthiti. So So friends, some of the physical disorders associated with this are migraines. So you can see that the sixth and the seventh, they are very closely correlated. So the issues of the sixth is also the issues of the seventh. So migraines, brain tumors, amnesia, cognitive delusions, coma. So these are some of the things which are related to this. And what to do? Again, intense meditation. And the more you develop scientific temper and read all the books of all the spiritual masters and don't blindly believe it, put it into practice, experiment it, and exchanging of Sajjana Sangatya, like what we are doing now, like asking questions, sharing of knowledge, and making friendship with positive people, like-minded people. So these are some of the things you can do to make sure that your awareness is always high and you are not going down in your state of consciousness. So this is very, very important. So just a brief summary once again towards this chakra system. The first two chakras, they are it's more of instincts. It relates to instincts like Muladhara, Swadhisthana. It's the survival instincts and it's your procreation, emotional instincts. So it's more of your instincts and it's unconscious. Like you don't have control over it. It is unconscious. Then the third and the fourth and the fifth, these three chakras relates to the egoic consciousness. Ego is part of the self. So through this ego, the soul evolution happens. So the third, fourth, fifth, these chakras relates to the interaction with the outside world. So the more you are integrating with the outside world, the more it expands your experiences into your inner dimensions. So the third chakra, the fourth chakra, the fifth chakra, these three chakras. Third chakra is all about power, your work, your ability to manifest things. And the fourth chakra is relationships. And the fifth chakra is your expression, how you communicate with the outside world. So these three are an interaction to the outside world. And how you interact to the outside world impacts your growth inwards. And finally, the sixth chakra is a symbolic reflection of the conscious and unconscious. If your third eye is not perfected, it is unconscious reflection. If you have a perfected third eye, then it is conscious. So, but both are symbolic. Whether it is conscious or unconscious, it is symbolic. And when it comes to seventh chakra, it is conscious understanding. So you can see in all the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, it is unconscious symbols. But when it comes to the seventh, it is conscious understanding. So friends, the demon energies of all the first chakra, second chakra, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh is the fear, guilt, shame, grief, lies, illusions, and attachment. So these are the demon energies. So the more you work on towards these demon energies which is inside you, then your agenda is to transform all those demon energies into positive soul qualities. Okay, the soul qualities of trust, innocence, self-respect, joy, truth, reality, and surrender. So when we are transforming these demon energies into our positive soul qualities, we are in celebration. We are liberated. So thank you, my dear friends.